I'm Pete Nowaski with Nowaski Extreme Performance, and today I'd like to talk to you about Chris's 2019 Street Glide project. Now this project is kind of interesting because it's a hybrid bagger. We've taken a lot of performance bagger characteristics and tied them in with some other things like stereos and ape hangers to give Chris and his girl the performance that they want and the comforts of riding and having tunes on the bike as well. So this bike is called Celtic Warrior, and like a lot of these projects, Chris is a return customer. And we sat down with Chris and talked about what the theme for this project would be, and we put a bunch of ideas together and came up with this. So Celtic Warrior, and then it's also a tribute to one of his late friends as well, which is the insignia here represents that. So 2019 Street Glide, Milwaukee 8 engine. We started out by tearing this bike completely down like we do for a lot of them because we believe true custom is having a powder coated frame that shows that we've touched every single bolt in the bike. The engine, again, tore down to the crankshaft. The bottom end went to Dark Horse Motor Company, balanced, true, weld flywheels, H-beam rods. This engine is 128 cubic inch. S&S pistons, Ward Performance heads, HPI throttle body. We have the Trask Performance Clarity air cleaner cover on here. And then we tied that all together with the D&D Performance 2-into-1 pipe, which is a go-to pipe for our big power naturally aspirated engines. We put it on the dyno and tuned it all with a Thundermax ECM like we typically do, so you have the full auto-tune capabilities, and we set the parameters that we allow that to auto-tune within. So no matter where Chris is riding, whether it's Pikes Peak or Death Valley, this bike is going to operate properly and make good power. Now, we kept the standard silver paint job and just elaborated on that. We have the Hoffman Designs carbon fiber front fender, Hoffman Designs dash, Hoffman Designs carbon rear fender on this, to give it that sporty look and cut some weight because we added this rockin' stereo system on here. So you can definitely hear this bike coming in two different ways, the stereo and the exhaust. We've got custom wheels on here that we custom designed here at Nowaski. And of course we run Gelfer rotors, Brembo monoblock calipers to make sure we get this thing to stop right because he is making a lot of power here. Another thing is the Drag Specialties Predator seat, which you've heard me talk about in the past. This seat is nice and low slung, has good lower back support here to keep Chris locked into this bike when he's getting with it and carving turns and hot rodding. So we do have detachable backrest mounts on here for his gal, so she stays on the bike as well. And as usual, we have Nowaski Performance 13-inch remote reservoir shocks in the rear with our Nowaski Performance billet brackets for the M8 chassis here. I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about the front end of this 2019 Street Glide. This is a really good example of what we'd like to do to the front end of these bikes for performance. So first of all, we install our Nowaski 49mm cartridges in here, and we can do standard length or +2 or whatever you might need. If you need something taller, give us a call. We can help you out. We went ahead and powdered the fork lowers on here. Chris is a good customer of ours, so he wanted to display the Nowaski logo on there. It's really sporty looking. We absolutely love Hoffman Designs carbon fiber. So all of our builds, at a bare minimum, get Hoffman's 19-inch front fender. And a 19-inch front wheel is what we like to use. We have found that that's the best for performance and handling and style for the street. So we chose some custom lightweight billet wheels. This 19-inch wheel up front, we've wrapped it in the Metzeler Cruise Tech tire, which is our tire of choice for our builds. And of course, we have the big 13-inch Galfer floating rotors up here with the Brembo monoblock caliper. So we really can give the customer good brake feel and good stopping power. We've chose on this bike to use the Arlen Ness method upper fork covers here. It's a sporty style and protects the upper fork as well from rocks and damage. But this particular setup here is really what we like to do and what we gravitate to. And again, it's lightweight, it performs well, it handles well. It's just a really good all-around street combination for performance riding. So this is a 2019 Street Glide. And again, Nowaski Performance, this is kind of how we set up your front end. Over on the clutch side, we have a Trask clutch basket, DP plates, and an AIM lock-up clutch weights in here as well. And we tied that all together with the AIM hydraulic clutch actuator over on the right side of the bike. We're running Trask floorboards, foot pegs, shift peg, and brake pedal on here as well, kind of round out that performance look that we have going on this 2019 Street Glide. So this is Chris's Celtic Warrior project. Again, he's a repeat customer, and you're probably going to see another one of his bikes in a future video. So subscribe to our channel today, Nowaski Performance.